Hello, everybody. We are back live. It's been a while, but good to see everybody. Well, actually, it's only good to see Blue Meanie, who is the only comment I see here so far. Says, been a while since I've gotten a notification for a watch party, and I'm excited. All right, Blue Meanie. Well, I'm glad you're excited, and you have good reason to be excited because we're going to be watching some amazing clips tonight. Trust me, it'll be worth the wait that you have had to watch these amazing clips. Hello, Christopher Romas, who has just joined us. Christopher, I was just explaining that we are going to be showing clips tonight, actually network appearances from my days working at Jimmy Kimmel Live when we had a segment called Future Talent Showcase and featured some of your favorite Beyond Vaudeville and Oddville stars. And we're going to be looking at some of those. Hello, Paul Brugman. Hello, Michael Tomorrow. Hello, Chris Bungo Studios, saying glad you're back, Chris Bungo. I'm glad you came back. Welcome back. Jose Montano and Matthew Fuller. Matthew says he's wearing his Larry Drake mask. Long live Dr. Giggles. Yes, Matthew, I'm sure that you are kidding and do not actually have one of those Dr. Giggles masks, but maybe, who knows? Hello, Carlos Garcia. Hello, Jacob Winkleman. Anyway, if you're just joining, we're going to be watching some clips tonight from my days working at Jimmy Kimmel Live when we had a segment called Future Talent Showcase that featured some of your favorite Beyond Vaudeville and Oddville stars and even some others. These are rarely seen, and I'm sure you'll enjoy them. Chris Bungo says, your visit to Checker's grave was fun and touching at the same time. Thank you, Chris. That was over on our Instagram. I was out in Wantagh, Long Island, and giving a tour of the pet cemetery there where Checkers, Richard Nixon's dog, was laid to rest. Okay, anyway, let's get started with a clip of Suzanne, one of our favorites, of course. Suzanne Underdog Muldowney. I had the pleasure of getting her out to Los Angeles to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live. And she had decided she wanted to do figure jogging and not necessarily an underdog performance, but she did agree to wear an underdog costume while doing her figure jogging demonstration. So let's call this up.
Hi there, we are back. David Allan Greer is with us. Our next guest enjoys artificial flower making, cake decorating.
Is that?
Tributes to the cartoon character Underdog. Tonight she's here to demonstrate a brand new sport, a sport she invented called figure jogging. From Delran, New Jersey, please welcome Suzanne Muldowney to tonight's Future Talent Showcase. Beautifully done. Suzanne Muldowney, everyone. If you'd like to be part of the showcase, go to jimmykimmellive.net. We'll talk with Suzanne. Come have a seat. If you're just tuning in, you missed something very special, a performance by Suzanne Muldowney, who did something called figure jogging. Now, figure jogging was invented when?
1979.
And how does it differ from just dancing around?
Well, with jogging and running, you may be concerned about how far you go or how long you spend at it. But figure jogging is a way to make jogging and running into an art or entertainment, as well as an exercise.
I see. And it's good for exercise and that sort of thing, obviously.
I beg your pardon?
It's good for exercising and that sort of thing, obviously.
Yes, it's good for exercise, but you also have to have a flair for showmanship.
Of course, absolutely. To do it properly, yes. And is it true that you're hoping to get this into the Olympics?
Well, before it can be Olympic, it has to become an established sport. Now, other established sports like skating, gymnastics, synchronized swimming, diving, boxing, we've gone one step further by making them showing or entertainment. So if figure jogging can come that far, then it would be more appealing to the Olympics.
I see. Yes, I agree with you. Would this be a summer or a winter Olympic event?
Most likely summer.
Most likely summer. But it seems maybe it'd be easier to get it into the Winter Olympics.
I thought of summer only because traditional straight line or circle running is done in the summertime, not the wintertime.
I got you. Yeah, I understand.
It would have to be indoors.
I see. And there's already figure skating, so we have that already.
Yes.
Yes. And why are you dressed like this?
Well, TV cartoon superhero Underdog is the character that I'm best known for doing.
Yes, and when you say doing, you mean what? There's Underdog right there.
I've been doing him through dance for the past 40 years. But, now, I was drawn to him particularly because, like Superman, he was given the power to fly. But one other thing I've done is I've portrayed him much more dignifiedly and meritoriously than the cartoons ever showed him.
Right, yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Well, congratulations on everything. I understand you're going to be appearing. You have a documentary, My Life as an Underdog, will be debut June 10th at the Atlanta Film Festival. Meanwhile, poor David Allan Greer is at Hilarities this week.
There is a website for this documentary.
If you're in Cleveland, would you come by?
We can't give the website.
We can't get it. All right, well, it's good that you mentioned it then. Again, David Allan Greer at Hilarities in Cleveland, Thursday through Sunday. Jim Cramer, Mad Money with Jim Cramer. That's his book, Jim Cramer's Real Money. Thanks to SpongeBob, Freddy Krueger. Apologies to Matt Damon, we're out of time. Tomorrow, Julia Stiles, Jason Ritter, and our musical guest, Atreyu. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.
Okay, so that was,
we're
asking in the chat, that was 2006 that Suzanne did that. I had joined the show back in its second year, way back when. And we had this recurring segment, Future Talent Showcase, and Jimmy was very supportive of these acts, and it was just a great environment. And in the chat, there was some mention that Wildman Fischer was also on one of these segments. Well, stay tuned, Matthew, because that might be coming up. If not tonight, maybe sometime soon. So anyway, thanks for everyone who has been joining us. Josh Chase, William Brown is in the house. Hello, William Brown. Welcome back. Toto Payne Diaz is here. Thunder X, Paul Brueggemann, Amanda Lust. A lot of familiar faces here. Thanks all for coming back. And let's see, who else do we have here? William Brown is saying he was once in a Times Square segment of an early Kimmel show. That's right, William Brown, yes. And I might have video of that. So I'll see if I can find that. I think you were out there with Bingo Gazingo and with the gentleman that would dress in a flamingo costume from one of our Beyond Vaudeville episodes. You were in very good company there, William. Oh, and I think you were also there with Eugene Calamari Jr., who liked to be vacuumed. He would like to lay down and be vacuumed, and showed up on our Oddville show. Thunder X is saying, missed you, Rich. Thank you, Thunder X. Missed you as well. But thanks for coming back here. And Chris Bungo, thank you for the reminder, has contributed in the super chat. Thank you, Chris. Chris is saying, as always, thanks for taking the time to put these watch parties together. You got it, Chris. Happy to do it. And thank you very much for your support with the super chat. Okay. So let's take a look at another guest that I was happy to bring on to Jimmy Kimmel Live. This gentleman was never on Beyond Vaudeville or Oddville, but he might be known to some of you because he eventually was discovered by Tim and Eric sometime after this performance that you're about to see. He is a regular outside the Hollywood Bowl, where he performs almost nightly in the summer with his various puppets and performing for anyone coming or going from the bowl. Not exactly a street performer. I don't know what you call someone that sits outside a venue like that. But anyway, his name is David Unger Hart. And he is a very unique performer. Had a longtime public access show in Los Angeles, which was phenomenal, a great show. Jose Montano, thank you for contributing to the super chat. Really appreciate it, Jose. And Jose, also appreciate your just being here for a number of these TV watch parties. Okay, so let's call up David Unger Hart on Future Talent Showcase on an early Jimmy Kimmel.
All right, we're back. Josie Marin is here. I was able to calm Josie down over the commercial break, and don't worry, she's not flustered anymore. Our next guest believes that the late President Eisenhower teamed up with space aliens to invent cell phones and computers, and you know what? He's right. Please welcome singer-songwriter David Liebe Hart, the first ever UFO abductee on Future Talent Showcase.
Now, yeah, did Ezekiel see a UFO up here in the sky? You know, it was a wheel within a wheel telling us that UFOs are real. Why does our government tell us they don't exist when they still appear in our existence? They still appear in our experience. Did Ezekiel see a UFO up here in the sky? You know, with the likeness of human men expressed in God's own creation. They look like our own earth can, but they come from another star. They come from afar.
Wow. Thank you, David. David Hart, everybody. If you, too, would like to be part of Future Talent Showcase on this program, go to our homepage at abc.com. You could be just like David. We'll be right back to talk about the UFOs. We'll be right back. And David Hart. David, and what's your puppet's name?
Oh, he'll tell you himself.
Oh, I'll wait.
Hi, my name is Mr. Greatest Spaceman. Nice to meet you, Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, I usually shake with the right hand, but yeah, it's nice to meet you, too.
Well,
Is that how they do it in space?
Yeah, we shake them with both hands in space.
Oh, well, it's all right. Enough with the puppet. Now, the puppet doesn't sing like that, though, does he?
No, I take singing lessons from David.
That's wonderful. If I could be, I want to be serious with you, Ramon, because you were abducted by a UFO.
Yes, I was. It was back in 1968. My parents lived in Park Forest, Illinois.
Right.
And I had an abduction experience that stayed with me. And I've been...
What happened when you say you had an abduction experience?
Well, my parents had I was sleeping in my bed.
How old were you?
Oh, wow. I was a little green sprout.
Really?
Little mushroom back then.
Yes, okay.
And what happened was really weird. These beings that looked like half lizard and half human beings start carrying me out of my room. Next thing I knew, I was carried up in a beam of light.
Oh, really?
Like I was going up in heaven. Next thing I knew, I was operated on. They took examples of my skin and my hair and all that stuff.
They took your hair?
Samples of my hair and my blood.
Oh, really? And so you remember all this?
It was very painful.
And did they look? And now to tribute these aliens who took your skin and your blood, you've made puppets.
I made Mr. Greatest Spaceman.
Oh, Mr. Greatest Spaceman.
Yeah, theirs are called the Greys.
Oh, so there's different kinds of aliens.
Yes, they have the Greys, they have the Palladians, and they have the Timbers. And the articulars.
Well, of course.
And you know, the Africans call spacemen Waginas.
Really? Now, what are you holding there, Josie? What is that? David's phone number? David, you gave Josie your phone number?
Oh yeah, baby.
Yogi Bear was
We're both single.
Are you? Yeah, you're both single.
You were single. I heard she was single.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, she is. Maybe you could take her up into space sometime.
I would definitely like to make a sundae with her. I'd be the chocolate and she'd be the vanilla.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, you're popping out a little bit there. So, by the way, great pickup line.
Thank you.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm at the Hollywood Bowl as a puppeteer, and I do my own public access show that airs across the United States called the Junior Christian Bible Stories.
The Junior Christian Bible Stories?
Yes.
And are you Junior Christian?
Well, what happened is Jim Henson was my Sunday school teacher in the church I was raised in.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, yes, he was. And he wanted me to do a puppet show to reach people for our Sunday school.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Really? Jim Henson?
The Jim Henson.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And what's this about President Eisenhower and the...
Well, when that UFO crashed in Roswell, President Eisenhower met with the extraterrestrials and cut a deal with them that in exchange for our technology, they could abduct people and do cattle mutilation and crop circles in exchange for technology.
What technology did we get?
We got the computers, we got the cell phones, we got the discs.
Game Boys?
And Game Boys, and we've also got a lot of stuff. And we also, the extraterrestrials gave us something called the propulsion system that doesn't pollute.
Oh.
But the government doesn't want to let that out because they would make thousands of dollars off the gasoline and oil.
Those jerks. Can we see some of these puppets, these other puppets?
You want Teddy Eddie or who?
I don't care. Just pull one out there and, yeah, let's see. What is that?
Wow.
Now, is this an alien?
No, my name is Teddy Eddie and I was born in Kentucky. I'm all oak tree.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I'm all oak tree. Before I was a puppet, I was an oak tree.
All right, put the puppet back in. All right. There we go. Well, you did a fantastic job, and you got quite a singing voice. David Hart, everybody, from Future Talent Showcase. Josie Marin, we'll be right back. It's been a strange show, I'll say that for sure. What's your son's name?
Ooh, my name is Chip. Chip off the old block.
Oh.
I'm all, let's see, what kind of wood am I? Oh, goodness, I forgot. I've been born again from a tree.
All right. I want to thank our guest, Rodney Dangerfield. This is a gift for you, Josie. Enjoy. Rodney Dangerfield, this is his book. It's called It Ain't Easy Being Me. Pick it up. It's great to read. Josie Marin, lovely young lady. Little Black Book in theaters now. Check that out. David Liebehart appearing in a universe near you. Jake Bird, thanks for your work. Tomorrow, Super Dave Osborne, Luke Perry, Graham Norton, and music from Paris, Texas. Thank you for watching. Buenas noches, everybody.
Yes, that is right, William Brown. You remembered correctly. That was Josie Maran sitting with him. And Amanda Lust, very interesting in chat that you mentioned that you had met David Unger Hart, and he had given you his phone number when he also gave it to Josie. And who knows how many have had this privilege. Occasionally, David Unger Hart will tour, and maybe he'll be in a city or town near you someday, I hope, because he is a very special performer. Yes, Rodney Dangerfield was on that episode earlier. Did David meet Rodney? No, DMC. David was in New York at the time that we were recording these shows in Los Angeles. I want to thank those of you who have been participating in the Super Chat. DMC123, thank you. Jose Montano, Paul Brueggemann, Christopher Romas, and Chris Bungo Studios. Jose Montano, I think I mentioned, yeah. Thank you all. And let me see what other questions came up here. And I think, Amanda, you mentioned that David had drawn something for you. I actually have, I'll post it, but a full color crayon drawing on a big poster board that he did when he was making this appearance, depicting him being taken by the aliens. So it's pretty cool. I'll share that in the on our social media. Michael Tomorrow is wondering if the Henson story was true. Yeah, he mentioned in there that Jim Henson was a teacher. I don't know. With David Unger Hart, you would hear all kinds of stories from David, and still to this day, we'll hear all kinds of stories. He also said he was very friendly with one of the women stars of Petticoat Junction, who I think he knew through his church. So who are we to question? William Brown is asking what kind of cameras were used on Kimmel at this time. Were they Sony's? William, I don't know the answer to that. I was very busy producing these acts and did not have a lot of time to study what cameras were being used. There was some mention about some of the audience reactions. Yes, the great Bobcat Goldthwait was directing a lot of the Kimmel shows back then, and he was really great at spotting people in the audience to show and share in the cuts. Anyway, if you are just joining us, we are looking at some appearances of Beyond Vaudeville and Oddville stars and others that I was producing on Jimmy Kimmel Live in a segment called Future Talent Showcase. This next person that we are going to watch is he was never on Beyond Vaudeville or Oddville, because I just didn't know about him back when we were doing those shows. But I did get to meet him through Joe Franklin, who was a fan of our work at Beyond Vaudeville, and thought that Bob 33, who you're about to see, would have been a great person to feature on this segment. So his real name was Bob Cribby. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. Right before he was to go on, he said, "Oh, no, I'm not going by Bob Cribby. I'm going by Bob 33." He wanted to go by the name Bob 33. Bob Cribby, or Bob 33, he was a real unique guy. He was originally a rockabilly yodeler. You can actually find one of his old 45s on YouTube, somebody posted. And then he eventually just got into snowboarding songs. He was writing rockabilly yodeling songs about snowboarding. It's a very specific genre that he was engaged in here. We flew him out from New York to Los Angeles for this appearance. He showed up at the airport with no luggage, only a toothbrush, and he went on to do a great performance. So let's watch the late great Bob 33 here on Future Talent Showcase from Jimmy Kimmel Live, the early years.
We're back with Tom Jane and Don Novello. Our next guest's musical style may have the feel of a snow-capped mountain or even a Ricola commercial, but don't be fooled. This voice of the Alps comes straight out of Queens, New York, with his original song, She Taught Me How to Yodel. Please welcome Bob 33 on tonight's Future Talent Showcase.
I lost the star. Okay, that's good. Okay. Well, I went on Switzerland where all the yodelers be. I try and learn to yodel with a yodel-o-tee. I climbed the big guy mountain on a clear and sunny day. And there I met a yodeling gal in little old Switzerland. Taught me to yodel, yodel-o-tee, yeah, yodel-o-tee, yodel-o-tee. Taught me how to yodel, yodel-o-tee, yodel-o-tee, yodel-o-tee. Well, now I'm gonna teach you how to yodel just like me. It's easy when you're singing to go yodel-o-tee. First you take a deep breath and you exhale 1, 2, 3. Man, now you're gonna yodel if you sing along with me. Oh, let's sing how to yodel, yodel-o-tee, yeah, yodel-o-tee, yodel-o-tee. Let's learn how to yodel, yodel-o-tee, yeah, yodel-o-tee, yodel-o-tee. Here we go. Yeah, yodel-o-tee, break it into yodel-o-tee.
Wow. Bob 33, everybody. If you would like to be a part of Future Talent Showcase on this show, go to our homepage at abc.com. Bob, everybody. Bob 33. Come on. All right, we are back. What a night. What a magical night. We had our 1,000th guest, and Bob 33 delighted us with his yodeling just moments ago. If you missed it, you missed quite a treat. How long have you been yodeling, Bob?
Since the day I've been born.
Really? You came
I fell out of a tree yodeling. I fell out of a tree.
That's fantastic. And I understand that besides yodeling, you do, you write songs about snowboarding.
I have yodeling, like real modern yodeling I put into snowboarding.
Into snowboarding songs?
Into snowboarding.
And how many songs have you written about snowboarding?
Over 200.
More than 200? So you must be quite a snowboarder then.
Yeah, on my dreams. Well, at night when I sleep. That's
do you snowboard?
No, I don't snowboard.
Have you ever snowboarded?
No, I never snowboarded.
So
but I love it. I love the sport.
Well, sure. I don't know really how to respond to that.
All right, Jimmy, here's the way it was.
Yeah.
I wanted to write some different kind of music, so I started to write it with skiing. I wrote it around skiing first, and snowboarding came along, and it just seemed perfect.
Oh, all right. Well, now it makes perfect sense. All right. And so, are you going to be appearing anywhere? Doing any yodeling anytime soon where we can see you?
Not right now, no.
Right.
Yeah, Joe Franklin's maybe in
Joe
Manhattan.
Franklin's.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you, Bob33. Thanks to Tom Jane. Tom Jane and the Punishers. Thanks for being here. Congratulations on being our 1,000th guest. The Punishers in theaters everywhere. Don Novello, this is his book right there. Trust me, you got to get this one, From Bush to Bush, the Laszlo Top Letters. Thanks so much for being here, Don. Appreciate it. Great to meet you. On Monday, Italian-American superstar catcher Mike Piazza of the New York Mets joins us. Andrea Parker from Less Than Perfect. And our musical guest, Richard Cheese and Lounge Against the Machine. And good night. That's it. Have a good weekend. I'll see you.
Yeah, Bob33. Jimmy was so great with him, interviewing him. Someone pointed out, Paul Brugman pointed out that Brian Wilson never surfed either. That's a really good point, Paul, because, it did seem peculiar that Bob33 was so obsessed with snowboarding and so obsessed with writing songs about snowboarding, even though he had never snowboarded himself. And it never occurred to me that Brian Wilson was the same way. So that's a great point. Let's see. Thanks to everyone who is joining us a little late here. Dennis Devine, welcome back. Who else do we have here? Michael Tamaro is saying the guy who wrote the Kama Sutra never had sex. Oh, that's interesting. That also is, we're actually going to have, I believe we'll look at tonight a clip of Milo Turk as well, who wrote the song No Sex Allowed. So that might be a good segue, although I don't think I have that clip ready yet. So think of it as a delayed segue. DMC123 is pointing out that Father Sarducci was sitting there on the panel. That's right, Don Novello, a rare public appearance by Don Novello, who was Father Sarducci in the early days of SNL and a writer in the early days of SNL, and wrote the amazing Laszlo letters, the Laszlo Toth letters. If you've ever seen these books, I'm sure you love them as much as I do. They were real inspiring to me as a kid. And if you haven't seen them, check out the Laszlo letters written by Laszlo Toth, who actually was Don Novello. Let's see, I want to thank everyone who has been participating in the Super Chat. Chris Bungo Studios, Jose Montano, DMC123, Paul Bruggeman, and Christopher Romas. Thank you all for your support in these TV watch parties that we do. William Brown is pointing out that the full moniker for Bob33 was Avalanche Bob33. Yes, William, at a certain point, he did become Avalanche Bob33. He was always kind of playing around with his name. So I think in his final years, he was going by Avalanche Bob33. Matthew Fuller saying you can tell Kimmel definitely liked 80s era Letterman. Yeah, Matthew, I think that does show through. Jimmy has never been shy about his love for the Letterman shows, and there was a lot of freewheeling spirit on these early Jimmy Kimmel Lives, where we could do segments like this Future Talent Showcase. Jimmy was real supportive of the segment and of all of these people that would appear on the segment, including this next guest who you might recognize from, he was a guest who we met during our Oddville days. His clips from Oddville on our social media, especially on Instagram, have attracted many views with his amazing dance. His name is Paul America. And if you haven't yet seen Paul America, you are in for a real treat. I want to thank Rick Rouge. Is it Rouge? Ruage? For participating in the Super Chat. Thank you, Rick. And let's now watch Paul America on Future Talent Showcase on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Logan, Dave Navarro, you know, it's Super Tuesday, and perhaps the only thing more patriotic than exercising your right to vote is exercising your right to dance. Yeah. Now one of our nation's finest new dancing talents from New York City, Paul America, on Future Talent Showcase. Terrific.
Hi.
That was terrific, Paul. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. How long have you been dancing?
Oh, on and off for about 8 years or thereabouts.
8 years. All right.
I'm out of shape, though.
No, don't say that. Not at all. Not at all. All right, we're going to come back. We'll take a little break. You can catch your breath. And we'll chat with Paul America. We'll be right back. Morgan, Donald Logue, Dave Navarro, and a brand new talent, Paul America is here. That was an incredible performance. You said you've been dancing for 8 years.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm kind of out of shape.
No.
I used to, no, let's keep it real, you know.
Yeah.
I used to work as a dancer at the Limelight. I was in,
That's a nightclub in New York?
Yeah, it's the largest nightclub in New York, and I used to work there.
Did you wear this outfit?
Oh, yeah, I used to, well, it used to be much more flamboyant than this.
Oh, really?
But,
more flamboyant?
hell of a lot, but I, had the body to go along with
Where
it.
did you get that shirt?
This one, they made it up for me right here.
Really? You made that for me? That's a
you
beautiful
made it. The pants and the sneakers, which actually have the Puerto Rican flag, because whatever it's worth, I think that Puerto Rico should either be granted independence or granted statehood.
Oh, really?
And I think Washington...
Well, that's a wonderful stand for you to...
See these sneakers have Puerto Rico.
I don't think they necessarily want to be.
I love America.
Yes.
And this, I just want to say that this flag, it represents what America stands for.
Well, I'm sure that every veteran watching right now feels very proud of himself, especially the ones that have been to war.
Yeah, well,
Did you vote today?
Actually, I'm going to be honest, I didn't, because a lot of I know this sounds like total hypocrisy, but I just can't. a lot of the candidates, I mean, I just couldn't like really get behind.
Oh,
one.
really?
But
Really?
no, I really want
you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I really want to start a political movement. Now I'm really.
Oh, you do?
I do.
what
I
would
mean,
your-
a few things. Well, like I said, I think that.
What would your party be called, your political movement?
I'm not sure about that, but I do think that Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico should be granted states' rights.
Absolutely.
Okay? And the one thing that I'm absolutely adamant about, adamant about is free speech, the First Amendment, and
for Puerto Ricans.
For everybody, for all Americans.
He just danced for 50
First
cents.
Amendment, that's what America stands for. And I think that, nothing against, Senator Zell Miller, condemning Kid Rock at the Super Bowl.
Right.
I feel that Kid Rock was showing signs of patriotism.
Well, I'm sure that Kid appreciates your support, as do all Americans and Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, and I think that the constitutional amendment to
for gay marriage?
No. Well, gay marriage is a whole other thing.
Oh, yeah.
But for limiting, whether people can
I
wear
would like you to be our president. I'll tell you this. You would have my vote, Paul America. You've got the name for it. A very talented man, Paul America, everybody. We'll be right back. Friday nights at 9 on the WB. Dave Navarro, final episode of Till Death Do Us Part. Carmen and Dave tomorrow night at 10:30 on MTV. Paul America. Wow, so
Paul
talented.
America, and he's going to dance for 50 Cent.
Yes, we're actually deporting Paul to Puerto Rico after the program. Thank you, Jake Bird. Tracy Morgan Show, Saturdays on NBC, 8 o'clock at the Apollo Theater in Harlem this Saturday night. Tomorrow, Tracy's back. Don King, Molly Sims, Rufus Wainwright. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. So there was a comment in here about Dennis Devine says Jimmy Kimmel, to his credit, is really the last late night talk show that gives deference to the quirky and eccentric. Dennis, that is very true. The idea that he was open to the kind of things that I would do on the show, it just was wonderful. The question was asked also, when was I at Jimmy Kimmel Live? I had started there in the second year of the show. Well, over 20 years ago, and then had been back a couple of times working on the show over the years, good memories. Where else, what other late night host would give that kind of time to these guests that we're watching tonight? That panel you saw had Tracy Morgan and Dave Navarro, and yet Paul America was still getting his fair due and his fair time on that panel. So anyway, if you're just joining us, we are watching some clips of some of your favorite Beyond Vaudeville and Oddville stars appearing on network TV on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show and Future Talent Showcase segment from early on in the show's run. Alan Brisland is saying hiya from England. Hello to you, Alan. It's awesome that we are hearing from people all around the world that are watching these Beyond Vaudeville and Oddville clips. Thanks to at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. It just we're just reaching worldwide now, and it's awesome to hear from all of you from elsewhere around the world. These shows were originally seen, at least the Beyond Vaudeville shows, were originally just seen in New York, and the idea that these are now playing around the world is so exciting to us, and we're thrilled that more audiences are getting to see them. I want to thank everyone who's been participating in the Super Chat tonight. Chris Bungo Studios, Jose Montano, DMC123, Paul Brueggemann, Christopher Romas, Rick Rugi. I'm hoping that I'm getting all those pronunciations right. Okay, so let's see. Who do we have next? this is an interesting one. These were these two brothers from deep rural Georgia who had a sewer cesspool cleaning business, and they had done an original song to promote their business. And their names were Daryl and Harold Allan, and was very happy to have them come out from Georgia to appear on this segment. So let's take a look now at Harold and Daryl Allan.
Eugene Kim, our next guests, are the very definition of underground talent. When they're not busy entertaining, they clean out septic tanks in Georgia. Tonight, they rise from the muck to share their original song, The Honey Wagon. Please welcome Daryl and Harold Allan to tonight's Future Talent Showcase.
In 1903, Harold and Daryl started their own company. They bought a new Ford truck, 600 series, with a 1,200 gallon stainless steel tank. They didn't have no help from the bank to pay their bills. We've been in business a very long time. Started out with just a dime. And the honey wagon, yeah, the honey wagon. We pump all day in the rain. I bring the bottle in the septic tank. We pump out for the rain. Well, 6 a.m. time to get up. I got to go to make a buck. We pump out the tank and all day long. Bust ourselves, dust the dawn. On the honey wagon, yeah, the honey wagon. Harold, we love our guns and our work. Daryl, our dream came true. A good flush. It's bound to full house, Daryl.
Wow, thank you, fellas. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. All right. We'll find out what they said in a moment. At Future Talent Showcase, Daryl and Harold Allan. We'll be right back.
By the way, some of you are pointing out in chat that the late, great Hulk Hogan is on that panel. Yes, he is. And sorry for that distraction. It's hard now that we just recently lost Hulk to try to watch anything else that's on that panel. But these two guys are pretty special. Again, they're from Georgia, and they kind of reminded me of Junior Samples from Hee Haw, who was kind of plucked out of rural Cumming, Georgia, and just had just this sort of very unique Southern charm. So let's watch now Daryl and Harold Allan in their post-interview after singing their song, The Honey Wagon, about their septic cleaning truck and septic cleaning business.
Hey, we're back. Hulk Hogan is here, Eugene Kim, and Daryl and Harold Allan, the septic tank cleaners / singers. What a beautiful song. Thank you so much for singing that for us. Who wrote the song, The Honey Wagon, and what is it about?
I called a boy about helping writing a song, put us, about our life, and we got our wife to put words down. He put words, and he said, "I ain't never wrote no song about no pumper." I said, "Well, it'll be the first time."
Right.
And we want to make a story about our life, pumping out surface. And we put music with it, and it turned out real good.
Yeah, well, sure, obviously. Now, who did the music for it?
It's Rick Philo.
Oh, he did.
He done everything, the music work and the studio work.
I noticed you have your cell phones out and on. Are you expecting a phone call?
Man got a pain, he got to go.
Right. Right. Now, when I have some photographs here of this is a young Daryl and Harold actually with your with your plumbing truck. Look at that. How old were you guys? Is this the beginning of your business?
29 years old.
29 years old. How long you been doing in the pumping industry?
34 years.
And you love it?
Oh, I love it. I dream about it.
Do you really?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Like, what kind of dreams do you have about it?
Well, this motion. When I pumped my first tank out in 1973, I looked up in the sky. I said, "Thank you, Lord, I found something I love."
Really?
Yes, sir. And I enjoy it every day.
Wow. And how about you, Harold?
I done the same thing. I like to pump tank, and I can go pump a tank and sit.
What do you love most about it?
We meet folks. I like to eat beside one.
You like to eat? Well, it's funny you say that because I have a photograph of you right here.
Yeah.
And there, that's you eating right next to
bologna cheese sandwich, drinking a Pepsi Cola.
That's good stuff. Well, yeah, that looks delicious, and the environment, it couldn't be more appetizing.
We've been doing it 34 years. We ain't dead yet.
Who's the older of the two of you?
I am. I'm 3 minutes older than Harold.
3 minutes older than Harold.
And we identical twins.
And you get to be the boss since you're three?
When we were, I'm boss one day and he the boss next day.
Do you ever find cool stuff in the inside the septic tanks?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. You have to. Okay.
I got something for you.
All right. Now these are actual items you found.
That ain't septic tank. Got the telephone.
Oh well, there's a phone. Yeah, you're right. Well, and what else do we have here?
I got a harp. See here, and you go.
Oh, it's a harmonica.
I got some teeth.
You found someone's teeth?
Teeth.
Wow, yeah, both sides of the teeth.
Up and bottom.
Don't lose those. Those will come in handy.
That's right. So about these teeth, I went to the dentist one time. I don't have no teeth.
Uh-huh.
I asked him, could I bring some? He cut my gum out.
He did.
He wouldn't cut them out. I had my teeth when I buy no teeth, but he wouldn't cut my gum.
Well, you know what? I don't know what you said, but I am sure whatever it was. Daryl and Harold Allan, septic cleaners, singers. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. George Lopez will be here. Dog the Bounty Hunter and musical guest The Sounds. I want to thank our guests. They're mingling. Hulk Hogan. Hogan Knows Best Sundays at 9:30 on VH1. You can see the Hulk at the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony at WrestleMania 22 in Chicago. Yoon-Jin Kim, she is on Lost Monday night ABC. Daryl and Harold Allan, you can see them for all your septic pump needs in Georgia. Thanks to Cousin Sal. Apologies to Matt Damon. We ran out of time. We'll reschedule. Thank you for watching. And on behalf of all of us here at ABC News, good night, everybody. Good night.
So that was from 2006, and those guys were just so much fun. I mean, they sang, they were interesting raconteurs, and then they bring like the trinkets that they were finding in their sewer work. I mean, they were just like an onion that you could just keep peeling and peeling. And there were so many wonderful layers to those guys. And Jimmy did a really nice job with them. So let's see. Chris Bungo is saying these two would have been great on SCTV's Farm Film Report. It's a good point, Chris. The real deal right there. And let's see. I want to thank, Amanda Lust, thank you very much for your participating in the super chat. Amanda Lust says, I missed this so much. Appreciate everything we can get from you. Always such a treat. Got my boyfriend into Beyond Vaudeville. He has a thing for Frank Hope, which is a bit of a challenge for me as a David Green impressionist. Oh, well. So, yes, if you are new to these live streams, Amanda Lust is someone who discovered the show online later in, many years after we made these shows. And Amanda does incredible impressions of David Green. If you haven't seen them, I highly recommend looking for those. And her handle is at Bird Egg on Instagram, and you can see some of those impressions. But Amanda, thank you for the super chat, and thank you everyone else who has participated: Rick Rouge, Christopher Romas, Paul Brueggemann, DMC123, Jose Montano, and Chris Bungo Studios. I'm glad that you're all enjoying these clips. These are, obviously very rare. They're from long ago and far away, 2006, in the second year of Jimmy Kimmel Live. And the show has had such a long, successful run since then. But these were in the early days. You could see toward the end of that segment just how loose everything was, and just a lot of fun. So this segment that we have been watching these guests appear on was called Future Talent Showcase. And this next guest was someone who never appeared on Beyond Vaudeville or Oddville. I didn't know about him back when we were doing those shows. However, after producing him on Jimmy Kimmel Live, I had the pleasure of meeting him in person when we did our live reunion show at Philomoka in Philadelphia. And you can find that at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube. There are plenty of clips from that show. And this guy, Milo Turk, he lived in New Jersey. Unfortunately, he has since passed away. He died in 2021. He was 54 years old and had diabetes, unfortunately. So Matthew Fuller is saying the late great. Yes, this is another one of our late greats, Matthew Fuller. So let's watch now the amazing Milo Turk. And he is singing one of his original songs, No Sex Allowed.
Welcome back. Anthony Anderson, Pete Rose are here. Our next guest is a 38-year-old man who's celibate and proud of it. In fact, he's so proud of it, he's written a song about it. Here to sing his original tune, No Sex Allowed, from Absecon, New Jersey. Please welcome Milo Turk to tonight's Future Talent Showcase.
I'm sitting around, minding my biz. Something's wrong and I don't know what it is. My girl comes around, teasing it up to wreck. She starts playing with me, all she wants is sex. But take it from me, hear what I say. I don't need that, there's a better way. So I promise her love that she strings along. Cause sex is weak and love is strong. No sex allowed. I don't wanna be part of your crowd. No sex allowed. If you don't like it, get out of town. We touch and we feel, our bodies just so. Whether she's satisfied, I don't know. She complains that she wants to go all the way. I think about it myself, but then I say, stop it now, the subject's getting old. Cause you don't use no birth control. No sex allowed. I don't wanna be part of your crowd. No sex allowed. Don't do it.
Congratulations. What a wonderful performance. Milo Turk, if you want to be a part of Future Talent Showcase, go to jimmykimmellive.net. We'll be right back to chat with Milo. Come on over here, little. If you're just tuning in right now, you missed one of the most powerful, most electrifying performances in the history of late-night television. Milo Turk with the song "No Sex Allowed." Milo, I have so many questions to ask you, but we have so little time. How long have you been celibate?
Actually, I've had sex before.
Oh, really?
But I'm presently celibate because of all the problems that I've had in relationships when I have had sex.
Is that right?
That's true.
Can you give us just a couple of the problems?
Well, one of the problems is, the reason I wrote No Sex Allowed was about a girlfriend that I had.
Yes.
That
would not allow you to have sex with her?
No.
Oh.
I had sex with her on the first date. And then we kept on having sex, and then she told me she didn't use birth control.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay, and so is there a little Milo running around somewhere?
No, not exactly, because I use protection.
Oh, you did?
But I want to make sure that both parties are responsible.
I see. And in addition to No Sex Allowed, you wrote another song called "It Is Good for a Man Not to Touch a Woman."
Okay, well, that is basically... I know
No,
it sounds...
you know what? Don't tell us, because I want you to come back and sing that another time, all right? Would you do that, Milo? Milo Turk, everybody. I want to thank our guest, Anthony Anderson. Scary Movie 4 opens everywhere April 14th. Pete Rose, the great Pete Rose, Thursday through Sunday at Philippines at Caesar Palace in Las Vegas. Thanks again to Milo. Apologies to Matt Damon. We ran out of time. Tomorrow, Carmen Electra will be here. You'd have sex with her. David Guetta, music for people in flames. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, Milo Turk. Yes, if you look at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube, not right now because you're watching this and participating in this, I would hope. But later, if you go to at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube and you look up the reunion show that we did at Philomoka, the great Milo Turk was performing in maybe one of his last public performances, I'm not sure, doing another original song, Chinese Buffet. And he was there with Suzanne Muldowney, and they were very sweet together. He was very sweet with her. Yeah, you should check that out, especially if you enjoyed his performance that we just watched of No Sex Allowed. Let's see. There are a lot of comments about how he is... let's see. Josh Chase is saying that Milo Turk absolutely drips sexuality. I'm so confused. And DMC123 points out that the late Pete Rose was sitting there for that performance. Yes, that's right. And Blue Meanie says that No Sex Allowed could have been a Bond theme. That would have been interesting. I wonder, Blue Meanie, or as you imagine that, is it with Milo Turk singing it, or some other singer covering that song? Jose Montano says he's going to be humming this song now. Very catchy, right, Jose? Milo Turk really had a talent for very catchy songs. Shane Hawley, who is new to these TV watch parties. Welcome, Shane, and saying this is an awesome Friday night. Shane, I'm glad you found us, and glad you're enjoying it. And just spread the word, Shane. Tell your friends, tell your family to join in the fun here. Let's see, DMC123 also saying this could have been a Devo song. It did have a little bit of that Devo sound to it. Paul Bruggeman is saying Suzanne Muldowney could have been a Bond girl. That would have been interesting. That would have been a great Bond film. Blue Meanie is also saying I'd prefer Milo. I guess that you prefer Milo singing the Bond theme, but McCartney could have knocked it out of the park. Yeah, it would be interesting to hear Paul McCartney sing No Sex Allowed. And, you know, in McCartney's later releases, like that one that he did during COVID, it kind of had a little bit of a dance, electronic synth sound to it. So maybe, if we're lucky, Sir Paul McCartney will one day cover No Sex Allowed, Milo Turk's song. Okay, Vax Clementis says, kind of missed it, just checked in. All right, Vox. Well, sorry you're late, but the beauty of this is that this live stream will continue to exist at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube, even after we're done live. So you can watch and see what we were talking about here with Milo. Okay, we are looking at some clips from the early 2000s of network appearances by Beyond Vaudeville and Oddville stars and others that I was producing on Jimmy Kimmel Live for a segment called Future Talent Showcase. And this next performer that you're going to see, again, is someone that did not appear on Beyond Vaudeville or Oddville because, again, I did not know of her back when we were doing those shows. But I was happy to discover her in Hollywood. She lived right near the Hollywood Boulevard, near the Chinese Theater. And she had many talents, but she was a singer, all-around performer. And in this particular appearance, she came on to do some of her noises that she would do, animal impressions. So let's please welcome Jackie Brown.
Impressionist. She's been living right here under our noses in Hollywood. I predict she's going to be a big star in the world of zoo-related noises. Tonight, we present the many sounds of Jacqueline Brown on this edition of Future Talent Showcase.
This is a chicken. This is a dog. And a French poodle. And screech owl. And this is a rooster. And Tarzan. And this is a kangaroo. And this is a cat with a fur ball. Baboon. Wah! 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 And hog call. There's Dookie, 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 Dookie. Piggy, 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 piggy.
That was beautiful, Jacqueline, and terrifying. Thank you very much. Jacqueline Brown, everybody, star of tomorrow. Right back. I wish we had another hour to go on. I want to thank David Arquette, Stealing Sinatra on Showtime, April 25th. Never Die Alone in theaters tonight. Thanks. And also, congratulations on the baby. Guillermo del Toro, Hellboy opens next weekend. Looks great. And thanks, Guillermo. And I hope Richard Simmons is able to get in contact with you. And Chris Farney, please don't sue Richard Simmons. America will turn on you, and you'll be disliked by everyone. But thank you so much for being here. Jacqueline Brown, the animals, you've got so much talent, so much hair as well. Thank you for being here. Monday, Allison Janney, Henry Simmons, musical guest, Los Lonely Boys. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Wow, Jackie Brown, amazing, right? And you can imagine the joy and fun of producing someone like Jackie Brown and going through her long list, her very long list of animal impressions that she did, and deciding with her, you know, what would be the best ones to present. It's her kangaroo impression, I don't know if you noticed that one, but it just was, she was just kind of making a face, and then I think she kind of made a sound at the end, and it was just hard to tell, you know, how accurate some of those things were, because I didn't necessarily know, you know, the sounds that some of those animals would make offhand, you know, and but I thought she did a very good job. DMC123 says she seemed sweet. Yes. Greg A is reminded of Baby Jane. Yes, I guess with the hair, there was a little bit of that going on. Greg A. Boy, whatever happened to Baby Jane? What a movie, right? I mean, that just really hits the sweet spot. What a fantastic movie that is. Got to be top 10 of all time, right? It's hard to make lists. It's hard to determine, okay, what are really like your top 10 favorite, but that movie is way up there. Let's see. What else do we have here? Mark Thorner is saying, better than most of the performance artists from around this time in New York City. That's an interesting point. Matthew Fuller saying reminds him of Irene Rich. So Irene Rich was a public access star who actually was on one of our previous TV watch parties. So if you go back and watch some of those old TV watch parties that we've done here, they're all at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube, and you can join in this fun of knowing this whole world, right? So next time there's a mention of Irene Rich by Matthew Fuller, you can say, oh, yeah, I remember seeing Irene Rich. She had that amazing public access show that we watched a couple of weeks back. Okay, let's, I'm going to just add another one on here. Give me a second. Greg A is saying that she has a lot of chutzpah. Yes, Greg, she did have a lot of chutzpah. Let me see. So someone had mentioned Wildman. And here is Wildman Fischer. So I should preface this by saying, you know, one of the thrills of working at Jimmy Kimmel Live was getting to meet some, you know, performers that I just, you know, was thrilled to meet. I was able to produce Chuck Barris as a guest on the show. And this particular guest, who was, you know, a longtime favorite singer and performer, Larry Wildman Fischer. Matthew Fuller points out that he was Zappa's discovery. Yes, he was a street singer on the Sunset Strip back in the 60s. And Frank Zappa ended up producing a 2-album set of his performances, largely from the street. And he kind of got rediscovered. The Zappa album obviously was a kind of a lark. It never really was a big success. But then Dr. Demento in the late 70s started playing some of his music, and he was embraced by Barnes and Barnes, the guys that put out the novelty song Fish Heads, and they started producing new albums with Larry Wildman Fischer. And, you know, there's a documentary out about Larry Wildman Fischer that is, it's very good. It came out around the time that he made this appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. And Dennis Devine also pointing out that Wildman Fischer was on Laugh-In in 1968, around the same time Tiny Tim got national attention. Yes, Dennis, there was a segment on Laugh-In called something like New Performer of the Week or something. Someone probably knows what that actual name was. But yes, Wildman was on there, Tiny Tim, and the cowboy, oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. Is someone in chat probably knows who I'm referring to. Stardust Cowboy. I'm blanking. Sorry. And Michael Tomorrow says there's a great documentary on Fischer called Derailroaded. Yes, Michael, and that was out around this time that we did this. I don't think they ever had much of a release on it, but it's probably on YouTube, and you can check it out. Bill Mumy wrote Fish Heads. Yes, Paul Brueggemann. Bill Mumy was half of Barnes and Barnes, and he had a lot of experiences with this Larry Fischer producing albums for him. And Bill Mumy was actually backstage at this very taping. And was there to support Larry, and really enjoyed meeting Billy Mumy. Very nice guy, and a big fan of a fellow fan of Larry Fischer. When Larry Fischer came in to audition for this appearance that you're about to see, he had some paranoia. He didn't know why anybody would be interested in putting him on TV. He felt like he had been burned by the record industry and by Frank Zappa, and it was very hard to get him to come in. And I think the documentary producers kind of helped in bringing them in. Anyway, when Larry came in for an audition, I had all of his albums with me, and I think he realized quickly that I was a big fan, especially as I started singing along with him on some of his songs. He wanted to sign all of my albums. I still have those. I treasure them. Anyway, let's take a look. I'll stop yapping here, and we will watch Larry Wildman Fischer on Jimmy Kimmel Live on the segment Future Talent Showcase.
You know, we search the world over with a fine-tooth lice comb trying to find the very best new talent, but sometimes it's right here in our very own backyard. Here to sing his original song, Monkeys versus Donkeys. Please welcome LA native Larry Wildman Fischer to tonight's Future Talent Showcase.
Monkeys versus donkeys. I'll take my monkeys, you'll take your donkeys, we'll have a race right now. I'll bet my monkeys against your donkeys, the better will win right now. Oh, dun 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 dun. Can't you see they're going around the turn now? Dun 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 dun. Oh, monkey versus donkeys, monkey versus donkeys, monkey versus donkeys now. Can't you see my monkeys have beaten your donkeys? The race is over now. Oh. Ball, 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 ball. Ball, 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 ball. Oh, monkey versus donkeys, monkey versus donkeys. Woo! Monkey versus donkeys, monkey versus donkeys. Woo! Monkey versus donkeys, monkey versus donkeys.
Wow, thank you, Larry. Larry Wildman Fischer. If you would like to be a part of Future Talent Showcase, everything okay, Larry?
Yeah, everything's okay.
All right. Go to our show page at abc.com. We'll be right back to talk to Larry. Have a seat, Larry. What a rich variety of humans we have on the couch tonight. We've got Molly Sims here from Las Vegas. We have Jeffrey Ross, and we have from Future Talent Showcase, the newest star, Larry Wildman Fischer. Thank you, Larry. That was where did you get the idea for the song Monkeys versus Donkeys?
I don't know. It just came to me.
Oh, it's good. Is it based on the natural rivalry between monkeys and donkeys?
It's based on the fact that the two, the racing against each other.
Right, because of the racing that they do. And
I just thought that was a good.
Well, they rhyme. Really, it's a good reason.
That's
right?
a very good. That's it. That's it right there.
When Larry,
you're absolutely right, Mr. Kim.
Thank you. I appreciate that. When you play the guitar, I'm not a musician, but normally people will play on this side.
Well, the reason why I played on that side is that
you can hold that.
That particular song, you can't use the guitar. Some of my songs you can use the guitar.
Oh, some of the songs you use the other side.
songs I just.
Well, ruin the. Yeah.
It's good for because most of the time I sing a cappella.
Right. So, and that's without music.
Without a band.
Does this count as music if you have the guitar?
You kept up the beat with Monkeys versus Donkeys, didn't you think so?
I know so, yeah.
Listen.
I heard it earlier.
We got it.
But you, let me ask you, what is the pep? There's a phrase called the pep that you.
The pep is when I'm really excitable and really happy. I can sing really good. And some people think when I have the pep, I do a pretty good job when I have the pep.
Now, do you have the pep right now?
Not really.
Well, you seem pretty good when you seem pretty peppy over there. You write other songs? Do you have other songs that we don't know about?
I'll sing you a song called Nobody's Happy.
A song called Nobody's Happy?
I'm walking down the street and nobody's happy. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. No, they're not. They're not happy. They're not snappy. I'm walking down the street and nobody's happy. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. No, they're not. They're not happy. They're not snappy.
Wow. And where do you perform? Do you do gigs? Where do you?
I don't want to answer.
Oh, really? Is you with the government?
No. I don't want to answer all the questions you give me.
Well, you don't have to. I don't blame you. Do you feel the pep now after the Nobody's Happy thing?
I might be leaving now.
Oh, no, really?
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, well, good. I don't want you to leave.
No.
And is it true you once worked with Phil Spector?
He loaded the gun when he shot that lady.
Oh, stop it. Did you really work with Phil Spector?
I didn't work with Phil Spector. I had an audition tape.
Oh.
Audition tape.
And you sent it to him, or? I don't know, somebody told me you worked with Phil Spector.
I didn't work with Phil Spector.
All right, well, we've cleared up a lot of mysteries about Larry here tonight. Thank you so much. I think, you know what? You say nobody's happy, but I think people are pretty darn happy and snappy right now. Larry, Wildman Fischer, we'll be right back. It's drawn to a close. Tomorrow, Kelly Osbourne will be here from Life as We Know It. Terrell Owens from the Philadelphia Eagles. Gerhard Ranke, our travel correspondent, and music from Supergrass. First of all, I want to thank Molly Sims, the lovely Molly Sims, from Las Vegas, Monday night, 9 o'clock on NBC. A pox on that foreign boyfriend of yours, whoever he is. Jeffrey Ross, a pox on you too, Jeff. Jeffrey Ross, Patriot Act, his documentary from Iraq premieres at the Hamptons International Film Festival October 22nd and 23rd. Larry Wildman Fischer, you ever seen anything like this?
Amazing. I have a documentary.
You do have a documentary?
Yeah, I have a documentary.
What's it called?
It's called Derailroaded.
Derailroaded. All right, get Derailroaded. Larry's, and if you want to be a part of Future Talent Showcase, go to abc.com. Thanks to Cousin Sal. Thanks so much to Bernie Coppell and Barry Williams. It's about time you fellas made up. And I tell you what, the nation is better for it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Anyway, a few of you were pointing out how catchy Larry's song was. His songs were catchy, and honestly, if you haven't heard his work, look his stuff up on YouTube. It's really fun. His music. Dennis Devine is saying, if I'm correct, Fischer had been a street performer for 4 decades by this time. I think he lived in flop houses and boarding houses that whole time. Yeah, Dennis, that's all very true. And it is remarkable that he still had a voice given all those years of shouting out on the street his songs. If you listen to somebody like the late Ted Hawkins, who was performing all those years on the Venice Pier and had some, success and fame late in life with a release. His voice was very raspy. It's decades of being a street singer is not easy on the vocal cords. And let's see, Thunder X is saying, did we ever think of having a show band on Beyond Vaudeville? Thunder X, I don't know that ever occurred to us, although I guess a house band might have been helpful given some of the acts, not being able to sync with their pre-recorded tapes. The band on Kimmel, by the way, is, they've been there from the start, Cleto and the Cletones. Cleto is amazing. Both Cleto Sr. and Jr. are great. Jeff Babko, the keyboardist. I mean, these guys were so good at picking up and accompanying all these acts that appeared on Future Talent Showcase. Toshi, Jonathan on the drums, and on bass, Jimmy. A weird thing about that was when I first started working at Kimmel, Jimmy and I were talking one day, and we realized that we had at one time rented the very same room in an apartment, in a shared apartment in Brooklyn. There was kind of like this revolving room that was rented out to people. And I was there for a little while, and it turned out that, Jimmy Earl, the bass player, had been there as well. Anyway, the band guys were great, and always, like I said, did a great job accompanying these acts. Let's see. Amanda Luss says, nobody's happy. OMG, Ray Davies ain't got shit on this guy. How about it, Amanda? Very raw, very real. Good stuff. Michael Tomorrow says Fisher's merry-go-round was used in the film Medium Cool. Sadly, the rights can't be obtained, and you won't hear it on DVD or streaming as of now. Oh, that's interesting. By the way, I want to thank everyone who has been participating in the Super Chat tonight. Chris Bongo Studios, Jose Montano, DMC123, Paul Brueggemann, Christopher Romas, Rick Rouge. Rick, I'm having a tough time with your name. I hope it's Rouge. I hope I'm getting that right. Amanda Lust. Thank you all for participating in the Super Chat. Even if you haven't participated in the Super Chat, thank you everyone for joining us here tonight. Really appreciate all your ongoing support. And let's see if I can call up another one for you. This is a good one. Okay. I think you recognize this person. You recognize this person if you have watched our previous TV watch parties. This is, of course, the great Alan Gillett. We were watching a lot of Alan one night on a TV watch party, and I know he was a big hit with those of you. Yeah, I can see in the comments here, Michael Tomorrow, Paul Brueggemann, Thunder X, Rick Rouge. Yes, you're all remembering this wonderful performer. And Chris Bungo Studio is saying, great to see him again. I think I even talked a little bit that night when we were watching some of his clips that I might have talked a little bit about this appearance that he did on Kimmel, but you haven't seen it. Now you're going to get to actually watch it. So let me back this up so that we don't miss a second of the great Alan Gillett.
And though Johnny Cash, the original Man in Black, has left this world to go to a better place, the circle of life will not be broken, and a new legend is set to take his place. Tonight, we're proud to present the pride of Peoria, Illinois, star of tomorrow, Alan Gillett, on Future Talent Showcase.
tried to prove my love to you. Over and over. What more can I do? Over and over. My friend says I'm a fool. But over and over, I'll be a fool for you. 'Cause you've got personality. What personality? Talk personality. Smile personality. Charm personality. Love personality. Plus you got a great big heart. Now over and over. Whoa, I'll be a fool for you. Now over and over. What more can I do? 'Cause you've got personality. What personality? Talk personality. Smile personality. Charm personality. Love personality. And plus you got a great big heart. Now over and over. Whoa, I'll be a fool for you. Now over and over. What more can I do?
That was beautiful, Alan. Alan Gillett, we'll be right back to talk to Alan. Thank you, Alan. We're back with Kevin Nealon, Ed Begley Jr., and Alan Gillett. I'm sorry I mispronounced your name, Gillett, but don't worry, everyone will know how to pronounce your name by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You did, it was wonderful. It was a terrific job. Who did that song originally?
Lloyd Price.
And he is your singing idol, Lloyd Price?
Oh, I just thought he was the greatest.
We have a photograph that Lloyd sent to you.
Professional training? Voice training and things like that?
4 years of operatic training.
Oh, well, that's obvious. You're an opera singer?
That too,
I
yes,
see.
semi-opera.
I see. And where can people see you perform?
I've performed at the Best Western, Elbow Room, Chances Are.
Right.
Pizza Works.
And what do you do for a living?
I work at a hospital.
You work at you and Ed work at a hospital.
You ever see this? You ever see this?
Yeah, and what do you do at the hospital?
I'm in environmental services, and I used to truck and burn in the maintenance department part of the time.
Oh, really? Yeah. You're not in charge of plugging people's life support equipment in the wall, are you?
Oh, no.
Okay, good. That's very good. And what do you do from here? Do you have any gigs that you want to plug or anything like that?
Oh, I'd just love to have some more invitations.
Yes.
When are you going to be back at the Best Western? When will you be back at the Best Western?
Just say Wednesday night.
Yeah. Wednesday night.
All right, Wednesday night, the Best Western. Alan Gillett, everybody. We'll be right back to wrap this up. We'll be headed back to Peoria. You can check them out at the Best Western there. Ed Begley Jr., Stephen King's Kingdom Hospitals, Wednesday nights at 10 here on ABC. Jason Schwartzman cracking up Tuesdays 9:30 on Fox. Kevin Nealon next month in Naples, Florida, Evening of Stars of Saturday Night Live. Congratulations, too, Kevin.
On the gay marriage?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that meal should be ready about now. And
yeah, you got to get home.
Fire should be going.
David Allen Greer, Marla Sokoloff, musical guest Pat Green.
Wow, what a panel, right? Ed Begley Jr. and Kevin Nealon. I really like those guys, and the great Alan Gillett. Let's see comments on Alan Gillett. Oh, Dennis Devine, thank you for participating in the super chat, and thank you for your ongoing support, Dennis. I know I've seen your name here often in these TV watch parties, and appreciate your coming back for more. Dennis says this performance should be preserved in the National Archives. I agree with you, Dennis. It was an outstanding performance. And so, it was such a thrill for me to be able to put all of this talent on national TV, thanks to Jimmy Kimmel, being into these performers and wanting to share them with America. It was one thing to share these performers on Beyond Vaudeville in New York on public access, and then to be able to share them on a broader audience with Vaudeville MTV, and then to go even wider with ABC to show these amazing performers. And what other comments do we have here? Josh Chase says, this song is going to be stuck in my head all night again. Yes, Josh. It really is an earworm. A lot of these performances are earworms. Rick Rouge, thank you again for participating once again in the Super Chat. You've been in there a couple of times tonight, and much appreciated. This goes toward, digitizing more of this stuff. It's this footage that you're seeing tonight wasn't digitized and needed to be digitized so that, it's possible to share this stuff with you. Michael Chamorro says, Billy Bob Thornton could portray Alan Gillett in a biopic. Oh, my God. That's a great idea, Michael, from your mouth to Billy Bob's ears. And I think Billy Bob Thornton might be quirky enough to just want to take that project on. Dennis Devine also saying, I'm still haunted by Alan Gillett's cover of Dwight Yoakam's Fast As You from a previous Rewind party. Yeah, Dennis, that was pretty special, as well as his Ave Maria. And oh my God, he did so many songs. You can see all those at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube if you go back through the previous watch parties that we've done. Actually, the thumbnails on the watch parties now give an indication of who's on each one. Before they were more generic, but if you look at those, you can have a shortcut to see who some of your favorites are going to be on those particular episodes. So if you go through the thumbnails under the watch party section of at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube, you can find one that says Alan Gillett. Click on that immediately, and you can watch a lot more of Alan, who we just watched. And let's see, what else do we have? Chris Bungo says it's great that he got this national exposure. Yes, Chris, it really always felt really great giving these performers this national exposure where they would get to perform and speak, and and Jimmy would really give them a nice time on the couch in the interviews. DMC 123 is asking if I ever met Norm Macdonald. Unfortunately, DMC 123, I did not. What an amazing talent he was, and yeah, for sure, gone too soon. I mean, he did leave a great body of work behind, but wow, what a comedic mind on Norm Macdonald. Anyway, that's what I've got for you tonight. I thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And we'll do this again. I have many more of these appearances from Future Talent Showcase. I had the pleasure of doing it for a while and getting to bring a lot of acts in from all over the country, like Alan Gillett coming in from Illinois, and some of the others that we saw tonight coming in, Bob 33 from New York, and all over the place. Anyway, more to come. Keep spreading the word. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, all those things you're supposed to do at Beyond Vaudeville on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Keep spreading the word. And thanks, everybody, for all the kind words and compliments on what you watched tonight. There'll be more. Keep spreading the word. Josh Chase says, I feel like a freeloader just watching and not being able to donate to Super Chat, but I lost my card in Mexico a few days ago and haven't received my new one yet. Wow, Josh. Putting aside any Super Chat issues, the idea that your card is lost in Mexico right now, I'm presuming you put a hold on that, and I hope you did. Anyway, there will be future watch parties, Josh, as you ask. So keep coming back, and I'll keep bringing them back. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening, day, wherever you are in the world. See you soon.